and we understand things. So if I say, well, there's this invisible thing, okay, well, maybe it's the electromagnetic field to
Maybe
where
it's love.
electromagnetic
Maybe it's love.
waves can
Maybe I should be
filtrate
stepping in
through.
immediately because you didn't listen to a single word I said earlier. Maybe it's love.
Sorry.
Is it? It's the love field, is it? No, we're not talking about electromagnetic fields. We're talking about ether. Not saying there's some explanation that needs to be forthcoming when it comes to electromagnetic fields, because they're electromagnetic fields, aren't they? They're not ether. I thought I went through this about 3-4 minutes ago with you.
Okay.
Not okay. Don't just start comparing it to something else or saying that there's an antecedent necessity relationship for a gravitational effect or a magnetic effect. That's not ether, is it?
Okay. Well, by definition, it's a medium for the transmission of electromagnetic waves, and that's it.
What do you mean waves? No. We just want you to tell us what ether is. That's it. You've told us that it's something to do with electromagnetic waves, which tells me you don't understand how light is described. Light's not a wave.
Light is not a wave.
And light is also not electric or magnetic.
Yeah, you're describing a medium for a wave. Yet you've got a fundamental misunderstanding about how this stuff is being described. Wave function, in mathematical terms, isn't a wave that needs a medium. You just don't understand what light is doing or how it's been described, and you've taken a misapprehension of your misunderstanding of the description of light and reified it into a physical medium needed for a wave, when light isn't a wave. A probability distribution, when talking about this wave you described needing a medium. That's not a wave. You just don't understand what you're talking about. So what's ether?
It's a medium of transmission.
No, I've just covered this. Are you deaf? Light isn't a wave to require a medium. A wave function, that's a mathematical description of probability, is not something that requires a medium to traverse. Do you understand what I've just said? If not, I'll repeat it in a more dumbed-down way. It's a probability distribution. Don't ask me what I think as a reply. Tell me you understand that it doesn't need a medium. You're telling me it needs a medium? What's the wave? What is the wave? You tell me, with light as the subject matter, what that wave is. Go.
What is a light wave?
Yes. You can repeat my question.
So
well done. Step one achieved. You listened satisfactorily to instance, repeat. Now tell me the answer. Don't repeat the question.
So like, for instance, X-rays that are coupled waves of electric and magnetic fields traveling?
X-rays?
Are you like that?
So, sorry, X-rays? X-rays is light. Yeah, okay.
What is the wave of it?
I don't need my question paraphrasing back so you can buy yourself a few seconds. Answer the question. You're saying this wave, that you've paraphrased back my question of what it is 3 times, is needing a medium according to you. So tell me what the wave in an X-ray is.
Electromagnetic radiation.
That's not a wave.
That's probably how they're measured, yeah.
Probably? You think this is probably described as a wave? A minute ago it needed a medium, now it's probably. What, a probability? Probably? Or probably you don't know what the hell you're babbling about, probably?
So you're measuring a wave?
Don't tell me what I'm doing. I'm asking you what the wave in your requiring of a medium wave is. In this case, X-ray. Where's the wave?
So then the light is that...
So don't tell me what the light's doing, tell me where the wave is, Dumbo.
You mean where it is? It's traveling.
What's the wave? You say it needs a medium. You ask me, do I want to know the wave for an X-ray? Yeah, Dumbo. I don't want it repeating back. Where's the wave?
It's in the ether.
Oh, is it? You don't think it's a mathematical description of probability distribution, aka a wave function, after telling us it needs a wave to have a medium, when it's actually probability distribution, aka wave function? I said it to you 3 times before asking the question. You didn't even manage to repeat it back. It's a wave function. That's a description of probability distribution. That doesn't need a medium.
But this is why you don't...
Maybe you're a dumb... Maybe you can start telling me what I think and do. You've got no right calling yourself a flat earther. You're an embarrassment to me. Don't call yourself a flat earther. Call yourself an ether retard, because that's what you are.
You've been told.
Don't tell me what I've been told. You are a retard. You believe in something that you can't prove after reifying a mathematical description of probability distribution, making you an embarrassment to me as a flat earther.
You are telling me that light doesn't go through a medium on...
No, because it's not a wave. The reason it's described that way is because it's a probability distribution for the 5th time.
And who told you that?
Who told me that? That's how it's described. Look it up. If you're going to make claims it needs a medium, you'd think you'd know. Here you are telling us about what light is and how it behaves and what it does, but you're going to not even know what it is and haven't even looked it up. You don't know the derivation of how these lights are being described with waves because you don't know what the terms you're using are.
Like a baller right now. This is how a baller argues. They tell you what they know and how they understand it.
Kick them out.
Even though you're throwing out what the definition of itself is.
Sorry, how is light a wave in its description? Third time I've asked you. Go.
What do you mean how light?
You dumb You are a retard and an embarrassment to Flat Earth. You are telling me it needs a bloody medium, yet you don't even know how to answer the question of what the wave is. What wave? The one that needs a medium, according to you, are telling us that. I ask you what it is, and you don't know. It's a wave function, a probability distribution. You don't know what you're babbling about and are an embarrassment to me as a Flat Earther.
So if light...
So stuttering. You're a bloody embarrassment.
You're like a baller.
That's the second time you've used that as a response. That's an ad hominem attack. Yeah? Wave function doesn't need a medium because you've reified wave function, that's probability distribution, into a physical medium needing wave.
You are telling people that waves are not needing a medium. Because
sorry, wave function, that's probability distribution, doesn't need a medium. That's correct. That's the derivation of the description of light, you stupid dick.
Who taught you that? Who taught you that?
QE taught me that. Very, very wise man indeed.
So a very, very wise man told you this is how the...
Go ahead, John.
You're acting like a baller. But
kick him out. You want to tell me that I'm behaving like a baller? I'm dealing with... You
don't want to hear
who has reified wave function into a medium needing wave.
I want to hear John's
response because this is what you actually came for.
AI Overlord give the best example. If you were using a jackhammer and hammering on concrete, you could take each impact of that jackhammer and plot it over time on a graph. And if those impacts correlated into what could be described as a wave, depending upon where you set the arbitrary point of impact, right? That doesn't mean that there's a wave happening. It's just a description of the points of impact. It's a probability distribution. Do you understand that?
Yeah, it's a calculated thing, but go ahead.
In the actual experiment, you have a point of impact on the plate, and the data collected can be interpreted as what he just said.
Can you be a gentleman about it?
Well, when the jackhammer hits the concrete, akin to a light particle hitting a photographic plate, once you've got a single impact of the jackhammer, this is me correcting Eli, that doesn't give you enough information to derive a probability of where the next hit will be, because you've only got one impact. Ergo, it destroys the notion of it needing a medium, because if you've only got one impact of one quantized piece of light hitting a photographic plate, where are you going to get a probability from? You need more than one impact.
You have multiple. That's where you put the data in. You can interpret it as. Thank you, John. That was really good.
Yeah, good analogy.
That's actually AI Overlord's example.
Right. But meanwhile, we've got thickos.
Just to reply
like
to
people that talk when they should be listening, who tells me I should be a gentleman after he's wasted our time for a long period, still thinks he needs to be talking. Who's telling us that this light probability distribution needs a medium? You want me to be a gentleman?
Why are you so rude?
Because you're... And I talk this way. Don't shut up when they're trying to be educated by us. Yeah, you should have some respect for the people who know a lot more about light than you do. You don't. You keep flapping your gums and telling me I should behave like a gentleman. No, mate, you're a twat. So I'll treat you like a twat. Twats that come here and tell us that light needs a medium because they're a twat and don't understand how light behaves will be treated like twats. Okay, twat? You're a twat, so I'll talk to you like a twat.
Everything needs a medium to travel.
No, it doesn't. No, when you've got light as a probability distribution, aka wave function, you can fire a single particle at the plate and not get anything whatsoever to describe it as a wave. Nothing. Zero. Nada.
This is why ballers believe in space.
Sorry, is that going to be a third time of telling me when I concisely detail how you can't take a single quantized chunk of light and derive a wave function from it? But you've got the nerve to tell me I'm behaving like a baller. Because why? Well, because it's described as a wave. Well, how is it a wave, we ask you? Well, you can't tell us, you're... And then we try and tell you how it's a wave function probability distribution, and you tell me I'm behaving like a baller.
Light needs a medium.
Just one impact displayed. Where'd you get the wave function from with a single impact?
How does light...
So you're going to ask me a question because you don't understand my question? Think that needs to be turned into a question for me? So you were telling us it needed a medium a minute ago. You know all sorts of stuff about light.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Good job you apologised. Finally. Sit down, stupid thicko.
Well, because that's...
Because the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Sit down, shut...
They not? Okay, answer me. Are X-rays waves?
No! I don't want to answer anything from the stupidest person on the panel. Coming here dictating that light needs to have a medium. I'm not going to be answering anything from you. You will be subservient. You'll sit down, shut up. That's what you'll do.
You believe it.
Don't tell me what I believe either. Sit down, shut up, know your place.
Yeah, that's fine. You could...
Yes, know your place as the most stupid person here and stop talking.
So, go ahead.
So that means shut your mouth. The people who think they know what ether is come here telling us that light needs a medium to traverse, and then we ask them, well, what's the wave exactly? They go, what's the wave exactly? What's the wave of the X-ray exactly? Yet these people are thick as sh and a total embarrassment to me personally as a flat earther. How dare they go around telling us that we need a bloody medium for light to traverse as a wave when they don't even know what the wave is? Embarrassing.
Yeah, it's a little homoerotic, no? Come on, set it up.
You are a wanker. Let's get it straight. This masturbation that you are taking part in by talking about light needing a medium, that's what it is. You jerking off to yourself, telling yourself that you're intelligent because you've listened to some dickhead like Bob Nodell blart on about some sciencey sounding shite that you didn't understand. And then when he described light as a wave, you came here to parrot it to people far more intelligent than you who embarrassed you. Yeah? Don't tell me I'm homoerotic. You're a wanker. You are masturbating with this shit that you're spouting. That's what you're doing. Masturbating. Mental masturbation. That's what you're doing. Look how fucking wanky smart I am, telling these smart people here about light needing to have a medium when it's a wave. What wave? You're going to describe that to us? No, you rumpus the living out of us trying to explain it to you, then told us we should be gentlemen to you. Told me I'm homoerotic when I told you can suck my fucking balls. I'm not going to be a gentleman to you. I'll treat you like what you are.
Everything's a wave. Everything, frequency, vibration, all that's waves, bro.
Sorry, you're just chanting your religious belief at us. You think that's going to succeed? I asked you what the wave of the X-ray was, and you couldn't answer, dickhead.
There's a lot of things I can't answer.
Sorry, oh, so you're going to keep chanting about stuff you don't understand? Like the fucking village idiot on the corner? Just keep repeating the stupid don't understand after it's been taken apart, and you haven't listened to a single word of it being taken apart, just told me I need to be a gentleman.
The iron.
You are the village idiot chanting your stupid nonsense that's been taken apart by me. And when I take it apart, you tell me I'm a baller for doing so.
Because you sound like one. That's what, because you literally sound like when ballers say, oh, I know more than you. You don't.
Oh, really? I asked you what the wave in an X-ray was. Describe it to me. Is that baller behaviour? You can't do it, you stupid... That's why I'm talking to you like this, not because I'm like a baller, because you're coming here telling us that light's a wave and needs a medium, so I ask you what the wave in an X-ray is, and there's a long silence.
Because I'm trying to figure out what because you have a...
I've asked you a question. What's the light wave in an X-ray? You can't tell me what the wave is in an X-ray. There isn't one. The description's derived from probability. You don't know that. You're thick.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. You are dumb. So I won't be a gentleman to you. You're here telling us what's what about light. How dare you? It's an absolute outrage. That's why I'm tearing a strip off you. Not because it's baller-like behaviour. I'm not chanting something to you. I'm asking you to back your stupid about light being a wave by describing the wave of an X-ray, something you cannot do. Therefore, I'll tear a strip off you.
It is a wave, though.
Oh, you're going to chant it like the village idiot again? Chant it, fundy dick. Yeah, this is what you bloody ether believers are reduced to. You have your embarrassing shite taken apart, you rinse and repeat, and then project your baller-like rinsing and repeating of your claim over and over again. That, my friend, is baller behaviour.
Okay, so let me...
The stuttering, baller-behaving wanker that's going to rinse and repeat that light needs to be a wave. In fact, everything's a wave. No, that's baller behaviour, you chanting dick.
When light's travelling...
Sorry, you're going to launch into your claim again for the 5th time? When light's travelling as a wave? No, that's a probability distribution. Something you are yet to acknowledge.
Does it not travel in waves?
No, because the wave is a probability distribution. Is this sinking in? You're hearing me on FM? Maybe I should be more polite to you. Oh, excuse me, fine sir. Were you aware that a light manifesting through a medium is a complete misconception, as it's actually the description of a probability distribution?
Okay.
Okay, polite enough for you?
Does that make up a wave?
No, it's a probability distribution.
Does that create a wave?
No, it's a mathematical term for probability distribution. Not a wave, but a mathematical description.
That's why you sound like a baller.
What? Because after the 8th time of telling you that it's not a wave, it's a mathematical description of probability, you ask me if that's a wave or not, and then when I'm sarcastically replying for the 8th time that no, you are indeed very, very slow, because in spite of 8 times telling you that there is no physical wave, you're asking me if it's a wave or not.